Please welcome Bill Yarrow.
Hi everybody, thank you Angela, thank you Ralph, thank you RHINO, thank you everybody for being here. It's an honor to be part of this celebration. Since it's summer and it's a nice day today, I thought I would read some summer poems. So I'm going to start with a poem called Ocean City. I'm not from Chicago originally, I'm from Philadelphia, and I spent all my summers in Maryland. My father had a penny arcade on the boardwalk, and that's how I grew up. So this is a poem about those days. Ocean City. I can still hear the shriek of the laughing lady, the crash of a bucket of dimes, the waves against the jetty at noon. I can still see the boardwalk empty with cyclists at 8 a.m., at noon clogged with seagulls, at midnight crowded with the ghosts of sleeping old people. I can still hear the whir of rusted tackle on a new marlin boat, the drip of cherry syrup onto a cone of crushed ice, the scream of teens dizzy for foam dice. I can still smell the greed of the hard sell, fresh cigar ash in the sea, the mildewed freezer in the dirty pool hall, the vinegar stink of peanut oil fries. I can still hear the sinister click of Zippo lighters, the Chesterfield voices of the Pokerino widows, the oily patter of pock-faced shills. I can still taste the flounder chowder served by hairnet waitresses, the foul-mouthed barbers at city lunch, while in the alley, black men carted ice on their backs with tongs. But most on sun-starved nights, I smell the foaming German shepherds, locked in cages under the pier, and the unworldly perfume of the ponytailed girl who played alone with darts. And this one is called Muscle Memory, M-U-S-S-E-L. Andreas Capellanus taught that the word love comes from the word meaning to fish. I used to fish off a bridge on the eastern shore. There's a picture of me on a rampart holding a flounder. My hair is disheveled, my chest is puffed. I'm holding the flat fish by the tail and motioning to my cousin who was to die before his daughter turned 2. I had plans that night to borrow a towel and lie down under the pier with this blousy Towson girl. But I didn't know she had sunburned shins, so as Andreas advised, I let her off the hook. And this one is called Salt Thought. The custard of eternity is scooped into the quantum cone of knowledge and drips out the bottom, one lifetime at a time. Sunburned man stands on the boardwalk of emotion, watching the tourist of the future eye the retail merchandise of the wholesale past. Meanwhile, the bronze present undoes the blouse of the impossible, imagining ice flows and tiki lights and sushi bars. Is there no escape from raw thinking? Is there no respite from rash imagining? Like a discarded tub of fries on the fringe of the pristine beach, the lax head lies prey to the clawing seagulls of salt thought. And a couple new poems. This one is called Meet the Beatles. I was 12 years old in 1963. The Korean War had ended 10 years earlier. World War II, 8 years before that. Kristallnacht, 7 years before that. Sacco and Vanzetti were electrocuted in 1927. The Titanic sank in 1912. In 1968, I was buying head comics at head shops in New Hope. In 1972, I was swimming at nude beaches in Big Sur. In 1978, I was parking cars and writing eulogies. In 1981, I was changing diapers in Rego Park. In 1985, I finally got family health coverage. It's been 52 years since I was 12 years old. Thank you. This one is called The Vig of Love. You know, vig is, I'm going to define it as exorbitant interest on a loan you will never be able to fully pay back. The vig of love. Love's expensive. Who can afford it? So you borrow from the bad guys and put your body down as collateral. But the vig's ridiculous. No choice but to pay and keep paying. Every day, it's just a matter of interest. You'll never even scratch the principal. But love's a gamble, right? Sometimes it comes up red. Other times it comes up black. Put down all you're worth. Hope for the best. And on that same theme, this is called 5 will get you 10. 5 will get you 10. And 10 will get you 0. Today's the big race, but every day is the big race. The track's muddy, but be thankful you're in the running at all. Bang, and they're off. Someone's in the lead. Someone's not in the lead. Someone's falling behind. Someone's pulling ahead. Steady on your feet. If you slip and twist an ankle, we'll have to shoot you. This one is called It Can't Be, It Just Can't Be. The body has shifted into reverse. The heart is inside out. The teeth live in the gut. Both feet are in the mouth. You cough out of your nose. You sneeze out of your butt. Your ankles have grown nipples. Your elbows protrude from your cheeks. You are growing hair on your spleen. You have ears between your legs. Nothing is where God or biology ordained it to be. But you still get served in restaurants. Your boss still smiles when he sees you. People love you anyway. This could go on forever. And this poem is called Very. I can make you very famous. I found that people who can make me very famous aren't really thinking about me, he said. I can make you very happy, she cooed. I've learned that people who can make me very happy can also make me very unhappy, he said. We can make you very important, they promised. For forever or a day. I'm not even sure I understand what you're offering me, he said. I can make you very rich, he insisted. Rich in hope, I suspect, he said. I could really improve your health, she volunteered, but there's a cost, you know. I'd be very surprised if there wasn't, he said. And I'm going to finish with this one, which is called Call to Arms. As the commodities market is closed for repair, and as young girls in filigree slips will one day clutter its brackish aisles, I call upon all cashiers and dungarees who bag skeins of possibility to contact their flaccid pastor, who, alert to maladroit nuance, will bedevil the stingy hinges to revision. As the accommodation lobby is locked for holiday, and as fey valedictorians with filigree whips will one day flourish in its airtight aisles, I call upon the baristas in rags who relentlessly hail the multicolored flag children, also to denounce their precinct captains, for they, being inopportune, will not serve. As the Consolation Mall is marked for demolition, and as race car drivers with filigree fear will one day reconfigure its darkened aisles, I call upon those with blistered consideration, which waxes their conscience, to divest themselves of the sticky will that bloats the Sagittarian passageway, and with terse jubilation, marry themselves to anyone spiritually innocent of crime. As the Femininity District is targeted for annexation, and as the army of misanthropes with filigree degrees will one day co-opt its mosaic aisles, I call upon all those deracinated by dreaming big, and all those assassinated by dreaming small, to burn their fish oil capsules, to shred all evidence of privilege, and to reach inside alarm and pluck temerity out. Thank you very much.